Y'all see them in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's guys, just here about my channel. We're back to the reaction to The Walking Dead. This is the final season, season 11, episode 13, Warlords. That's definitely an interesting title because even though I did enjoy the last episode, I'm still waiting for this season to really pick things up a bit and for shit to hit the fan, I guess you could say. But like I said, they've done a great job at really setting things up the last couple episodes. I'm really glad that the Stephanie imposter stuff is now behind us and we can focus on some new things because we did see at the end of the last episode with Hornsby actually talking to Aaron and let him know that he's ready to actually remake the world. So I don't know what he means by that, but I'm definitely eager to find out. But I do gotta say as well, we are in the second half of part B right now of this final season, and I feel like in the second half of part A, or at this point of part A, I was feeling it a lot more. So I really do hope that they do pick things up a bit, but hey, that could be the whole point of part B, is just to really set things up for part C and just have an insane finale, final chapter, I guess you could say. But yeah, either way, I'm ready to jump in and check out this episode. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Starting with a couple walkers. That's always a good sign. 11 seasons in, I feel like the makeup effects only got better. Woo! He's not just good with the blades, arrows too.
Yeah. I just talked to Maggie.
You'll be back though, right?
I think so.
At least hug her. Give her a kiss goodbye.
Shoot your shot. Need an escort?
Uh-oh. Feel good moment over.
Got a rider coming.
Yo, someone's injured.
Nobody we know.
I see blood. Whoa. Looks like a lot of blood. Might be a setup though. He's keeping his head down. Or he's just dying. That could be possible too.
They're slaughtering them.
And dead.
Someone we know must have sent him. Could be from the Commonwealth or Georgia.
Or it could be a trap. We go to help and leave the hilltop attack.
That was my first thought. Trap.
What happened to taking in whoever was in need? Being outnumbered has never stopped you before.
It should have.
Times have changed. What's Maggie gonna do? She can't stay out here by herself.
You take over at the halfway mark.
There you go.
How long this time?
What do I always tell you?
As long as it takes.
Why don't you want their help? The Commonwealth.
You think the Commonwealth knows better?
Is that crazy to think?
Yes. Those people have not been tested for 10 years. Do you want to be there when they are?
I just want things to be the same every day.
Ooh. Oh. They're dead. They're still walking in formation though.
Knife slashed right through the neck guard.
Ooh. Aaron. One week ago.
You look happy.
I think I might be.
They were in a dark place for a
It
while.
was just a nightmare.
What about Alexandria?
Oh, they've asked me to help out with their new immigration initiative. And after they heard that I worked for an NGO back in the day, they asked me to review their intake policies. Now we're reaching out and bringing in people that need help.
They're bringing him in that much already, eh? Just based on what he did previously.
There's a group of about 40 people holed up in an apartment complex in the western border of Virginia. We want to make first contact and offer them help. It's a religious group.
I can feel that. That rush, a mix of dopamine and adrenaline, just...
Is this Carlson?
Today, we're gonna make the world just a little bit better than it was yesterday.
There are some weirdos over
These
here.
were friendly settlers. It doesn't look friendly.
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
That's why he's still alive.
I agree. Might be better to leave them alone.
Tell him.
I've done it before, we'll do it again.
Then you go first.
What's the largest group you found? I need you to trust that I know what I'm doing. So let's go.
This is not going to go well at all.
We come from a community called the Commonwealth. We'd like to extend our friendship.
Why would you want to extend your friendship to people in
You're
a
all
building
gone, I'm assuming you did.
with the cross drawn in blood? I know it's a show of good faith, but I would not want to give up my weapons to these people.
Oh, It's kind of a bitch to take off.
They don't seem like savages so far. Unless they just try to slaughter them here.
Last door to the right.
What's down there?
When someone points you in a direction and just smiles when you ask what's over there, you know you're fucked. Nobody looks happy in this place. That's how I know I wouldn't want to reside there. Is he their leader? Seems like it.
Aaron, and like I said outside, we come from a community called the Commonwealth. No, it's a bit like the old world.
And churches too, I take it. Hey, Father? Did you lose your collar?
Wanted you to see who I was before learning what I was.
Bars.
Can I get my bag back? I'd like to show you something. That's where we live. Whenever people see those photos, they want to live there too.
You just let us in? That easy?
There's a screening process.
An audition? Well, let me get my tap dancing shoes.
Just gotta make sure you're not fucked in the head.
Commonwealth located.
He can't tell you that.
Why? Because you say so?
Yeah, that's right.
Then why am I talking to him? Turn around and look in that back corner.
Oh god. Skulls.
There's
Those previous recruiters?
murderers, rapists, all of them sat in the same seats you're sitting in right now. Get on your goddamn knees!
Holy shit.
Ass to stay in the goddamn chairs!
Yo, this guy's better than the other Pope that we had. I don't want to be next to Billy.
Party is, or I'm gonna start dropping bodies on the floor.
Let the bodies hit the
Do
floor.
we look like raiders to you?
Wolves, dressed as sheep, speaking lies. Why did you come here? What do you want?
Exactly. What do you have that we would want?
Want to meet?
Manpower.
You think we're cannibals? Cannibals who came in with pre-packaged MREs? That's what you're going with? Okay?
They could have wiped you out if they wanted to. By walking in there nicely, it does show.
You will never come back.
What the fuck? Carlson, it was all an act.
Lock this door. I'll be back in a safe.
1 week and 1 hour ago. Gotta keep track of hours now.
Hey, bud. You got your call.
Combo didn't check in last week, so I sent out scouts to see what happened. It was hijacked. Troopers guarding it. All dead. Tracks led to an apartment complex where some group is holed up. Leader dressed as like a general.
Another warlord.
Forgot the episode title there.
Mass on Tuesdays and Sundays.
Okay, what am I missing? It's just some warlord snuffing out.
I need a surgical solution.
I don't do that anymore, Lance.
Come on. I need the former CIA guy.
So he was the one that sent him in.
Shit from here back in the day.
Former CIA.
I like being retired.
And it could be taken from you.
There's a lot more to this Carlson character.
And what about when things turn and I have to tell them what's what?
They'll fall in line. Everyone does.
Wow.
The guns and the cargo you hijacked. The ones that you massacred my soldiers to get to. Where are they?
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
You just lied to me.
Oh shit.
Hey, Dickless, I found those weapons. Don't you think
Made the shelf, Warlord. Top shelf.
What a
Dead
dick.
center.
Right next to Billy.
Right above Billy.
Oh, above Billy. This is not a good look.
We are supposed to be helping people. We are. This is the other side of it.
Oh shit. Aaron.
Oh, interesting.
You would have actually shot him. This is not good. There's no going back to the Commonwealth for Aaron.
It's the best way in.
Yeah, where'd you get that?
You gave it to the guy who rode into Hilltop.
No, I didn't.
Then who did?
12 hours ago during the attack. That was him. I didn't even realize. What the fuck?
Don't move.
Negan!
How many of you are there?
We come from a place called the Commonwealth. This isn't what I signed up
Shut
for.
up. There's a community. Right here. You ask for Maggie, no one else. You tell her Gabriel and Aaron are in trouble. Go.
Good job, Negan.
Negan? We can't leave him.
See, Roger, we all die. Come on.
Alright, now we're all caught up with everything.
You have been deemed enemies of the Commonwealth. Give us what's ours, and we'll leave.
Yo, he's got them on the ledge. He's just gonna kick them off.
Where are my weapons?
I don't know.
This is Sparta! Oh, God.
How about you?
Now you know he's serious, at least. Yo. This guy's a savage. Is it wrong that I'm loving this, though?
Your people have
Best
let
episode
you
of Part
down.
B so far?
Hit each room. Kill anyone who won't talk. Just come in. Is the east end clear?
Taking them out one by one. Backup has arrived. Yo, this episode is so good. And it's gonna end there too. Fuck. They're gonna save the aftermath for the next episode. Those bastards. I actually really enjoyed this episode. Fuck. I knew they were gonna do that. I wasn't sure though. I didn't check to see how much time was left. I didn't want to see because I knew we were getting to the end there. But god damn, I didn't think they would end it right there. Alright guys, that was The Walking Dead, the final season, season 11, episode 13, Warlords. And I gotta say, this is my favorite episode of Part B. I was complaining a little bit during the intro, and I don't know if they heard me because I was like, I'm ready for this season to really take it up a notch, for them to really pick things up because, yeah, there's like, what? I think 11 episodes left of this entire series. Like, we gotta reach a point where it's just balls to the wall crazy, and I think we're starting to reach that point now. Even still, though, I'm surprised we got that from this episode because we were just introduced to this new character, Carlson. I don't think he's from the comics. If he is, I do not remember him at all. So it seems like he's an original character. And honestly, he had me fooled just like everybody else there because when he actually went in there with Father Gabriel and Aaron and I forget the other kid's name, we did see him afterwards, but when Carlson went in there with them, and then he was actually like on his knees begging for his life and not negotiating at all because I was saying it during the actual reaction. I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to include in the final edit, but while he had the gun pointing at his head, I was basically saying like, start talking, say something. Like, are you just going to sit there while this guy's like deciding what to do with your life and not even say a single word? Like, I'd be trying to say something to kind of convince him that, hey, I'm not a threat. Aaron was doing a good job. He was saying all the right things, but Carlson, he was just like cowering. I guess that was part of his whole plan, just to make him seem like he's not a threat at all, but he's on his knees there. And then I was thinking, I would at least said like, hey, I'll stay behind. One of your people go with my people. And then when he comes back with my people, he'll let you know, like, there's nothing to be scared of. The Commonwealth is actually a good thing. That would have been my plan, but I don't know if he would have even trusted sending in somebody else to go with them, even if he did stay behind. I don't know if that would have worked, but hey, I would have at least tried it because you have a gun pointing at your head. You probably want to do something, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed this episode. We definitely got a lot of interesting aspects. The one thing I wasn't a fan of is I guess you could say like the jumping around, like 24 hours later, 12 hours before, 12 days and 1 hour before, like, the show's been doing that a little bit too much. I think going back to last season with those bonus episodes, that one bonus episode, maybe because I hated that episode so much, every time they do that tactic now or that trick in this show, it kind of brings me back to that one episode that I absolutely hated. The episode where we actually met Leah, the one with Daryl and Leah, the whole episode was focused on those two. Man, I was not a fan of that episode and the time jumps in that episode. So whenever they do the time jumps now, it just brings me back to that. I'm just not a fan, but I definitely was a fan of a lot of other stuff that did go down this episode. The return of Negan, I did not expect to see him. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if next episode or maybe the next couple episodes, we have an episode focused just on Negan and where he was, how he met up with these people. Otherwise, I'd be surprised if we didn't because I know in the comics, Negan kind of goes off and does something on his own. He actually has one issue standalone of his own comic where it kind of lets us know what he's been up to and how he's surviving. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do get an episode like that in the show, kind of letting us know what he's been up to and how he's surviving since he's been out. But to be fair, he hasn't been gone for that long, so I don't know if an episode like that is actually necessary. But either way, I wouldn't complain because more Negan is always a good thing. But I guess now is a good time to actually talk about what was announced recently, which is there's going to be another Walking Dead spin-off show between, or solely focused, it's already been announced, so it's not really a spoiler, but solely focused on Negan and Maggie. I think right after the last reaction that I did, right after I watched and I recapped everything, I shut everything down for the day, and I was ready to begin my editing. I went online, went on Twitter, and that's when I actually saw the announcement. I was like, fuck, why couldn't I have seen that before? I would have said that actually in the reaction, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about them announcing that, because on one hand, yes, I'm freaking hyped. Maggie and Negan, their own show solely focused on those two? There better not be a love that. The one thing I'm worried about, I'm just gonna say it because I can't even say it. It's how badly I don't want it to happen. If some type of love angle, love interest happens between the two, I will not be happy at all, because that's the last thing I want. And honestly, that would make me sick to my stomach, because it's just not believable at all after what he did to Glenn, after everything that they've been through. I can definitely understand them working together, having each other's backs. I'm on board for that. But if it becomes like a love thing, they become an item, yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of that. And I will definitely complain quite a bit if that were to actually happen. But I'm not going to freak out just yet, because the show's not even out yet. The series is not even over. The one thing I don't like about that announcement, though, is by them announcing that, we already know the fate of the characters. Like, it kind of pisses me off. If you're going to announce that the night of the series finale, and then, yeah, it gives the fans hope for more content, more Walking Dead stuff out there. But announcing it now, we know nothing's going to happen to their characters. The exact same thing with the Carol and Daryl show. So, I don't know. I feel like they're doing too many of these spin-offs. They're announcing this stuff early when they really shouldn't be. And I just feel like it's going to ruin the overall story for what we're watching right now, because we know nothing's going to happen to them. It might just be my opinion. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think in regards to that. Are you guys happy about these announcements? Because, yeah, if I'm being completely honest, I really wish that they would have saved these announcements. I have no problem with the shows. I just really wish that they would have saved these announcements for later. But yeah, aside from that, I really enjoyed this episode. This was a good one. It was probably my favorite episode of Part B, especially after all the complaining that I've been doing. And I did like the last episode, so I don't want people to think that, yeah, I'm just hating on this final season. But Part B of this final season, I don't know. It's really different. It's a lot to take in. I'm still getting used to it. I'm sure on a second watch, once I actually watch this entire series over, I'll appreciate it a lot more. I'm still appreciating what we're getting right now. So yeah, maybe we're just being a little bit negative and I want too much too soon. But yeah, either way, I'm hyped for the next episode. You guys saw at the very end there. I didn't watch it. I'm making sure to avoid all sneak peeks and teasers and trailers. I try to go into every single reaction basically as blind as possible. And just as a reminder also, I have been having some trouble with the actual copyright claims on YouTube. So if you guys see a link to the reaction in the top of the description for this reaction, then that way you guys know that's where the actual reaction is to watch. And the one on YouTube has been heavily edited and heavily butchered by YouTube. So I do apologize for that. I know not the last episode, but like the 2 or 3 before that, they got hit hard. So yeah, I had to put up a reaction or a separate link for the last one or the one before that. And hopefully I don't have to do that for this one moving forward. But AMC, if you're listening, chill out on the copyright claims, please. I'm a super fan of this show. You're giving me a hard time, though, with these edits. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had to say for this reaction. I really enjoyed this episode, guys. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit, well, I'm not the one to be.